Black LA gang members are terrified of Mexicans. They're all tough and big and bad until a Mexican show up. It's always kicking, cack, and being boo until an essay show up, and now it's me, Padre. And today we got another viral example of how Black LA gang members are terrified of Mexicans. Before we get this video started, if you're in need of some money and you really need to find a way to get your hands on some quick cash, there's an app called Free Cash where they pay you to test out video games. You click the link in my description or you scan my QR code to download the app. Once you download the app, you can choose the games you want to test out and they pay you to test it out. It's a really easy way to make a couple extra $100 a month, and it's all transparent, it's trackable, it's not a scam, they really do pay you. So if you need the money, download the app by clicking the link in my description and get started now. So two untrustworthy hooligans did an interview with this aspiring hood vlogger called Rodney in LA. And during this interview, these two hooligans were popping it, bro. All right, they was calling themselves trophies, telling Rodney that they really be stepping.
Basically like a trophy kind of.
Hell yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Me, I think myself a trophy, you feel me? You feel me? Cause like, I'm putting on for the hood, you feel me? And I really step, bro, like, and you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, I really do it. In crib, I'm whooping his ass, there, homies, I'm putting paws on it. Swear to God, when I got to high school, that's when I really started squabbling. Got my squabble up. I'm not even gonna front. Hell, I'm keeping the band. Middle school, y'all had me. But now, yeah, homie, come try that shit.
He's young, and you can tell he's new to gangbanging because he still got that twinkle in his eyes. The twinkle is promise. He still has hope for life. By 25, that hope and that twinkle is gone. He'll be a full-out junkie, you know, a full-out retard on the corner of the block, smoking Black and Miles in 30-day-old draws, trying to find people to harm and rob. But right now, he still has promise. He still thinks this gangbanging stuff would take him far. He'll figure out pretty quickly gangbanging ain't taking him nowhere. Right? He'll be a bum on the side of the road soon. All right, that's just a fact here. Now, during this vlog or this interview, he was popping it about how much of a stepper he is. He even said, go ask the people who know. They know what I do. He even said he a trophy. He even told people, yeah, come and try it if you want to try it. So when he says he really be stepping, he was bragging about bringing harm to other people who look like him. Stepping means shooting, bringing violence to people who look like him, other kids who look like him. And he's bragging about this. Now, that's the problem that we have when it comes to Black gang members in LA. They are the biggest, baddest, toughest people on the planet when dealing with other Black people. But like we will see very shortly in this interview, that when the Mexicans show up, right, looking for the violence that they got, looking to test that temperature, the temperature got calmed down. Not only did the temperature got calmed down, they presented themselves as an ally to the Mexicans. These are the same people who are out here every day shooting and killing other Black people who look like them.
Get this free first. I gotta tell you, dear homies, my brother really a low. Yeah, man, he a young. You see the 5 right here, really 155. What's up? What's the deal?
What's the deal?
I'm from ATF Compton Crib. I'm from ATF Compton Crib.
This is the first thing they learn in gangbanging school. They literally rehearse this in the mirror every night before bed after getting a put on. This is gangbanging 101. When somebody asks you where you from, you gotta puff your chest out, put some bass in your voice, and rep your set, cuh. Let's pretend to be dum-dums for a second, okay? As if we're actually dumb enough to join a gang. If, let's say you join 19th Street Crib, okay? When somebody comes and asks you, where you from? I'm from 19th Street Crib. I'm from 19th Street Crib. All right, that's how you're supposed to react, and that's what they practice in the mirror. But the rehearsal only go as far as, I'm from 19th Street Crib. The rehearsal don't go further than that. You don't rehearse what you do next if, somebody isn't receptive, to your chin, right? Because in their minds, everybody would, automatically just be terrified because the gangbanger said, I'm from 19th Street Crib. And in their mind, in their rehearsal, the other person would say, all right, bro, cool, you a joint. But this is not how that went, okay? The Mexicans don't really, get intimidated that much by Black gang members, all right? They've been spanking them since the 60s, all right? They sons, okay? Like, they've been putting Black gang members over their lap and giving them a spanking. So when they see two little brats scream, I'm from Hinton Crib, They see food. So they pressed their issue and told them F what they repping. And that's when we seen all that energy they have for other black people. It went down. It was nowhere to be found when the Mexicans brought the real issues to them.
Hell yeah.
I'm from ATF Compton Crib. I'm from Compton, California. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how y'all feeling?
Yeah. What's up?
Hell yeah, y'all.
What are you guys doing right here?
We just doing a little interview.
You guys are rappers or what?
Yeah, I'm a rapper.
A-gang.
That's A-gang. I got it right here. You see it's on my neck.
Salute.
I'm A-gang too. I f with my Mexicans and all that. They're homies.
Salute.
What you want to call?
Oh, shit.
I met you in Bassett.
What's up?
I remember.
What's up? When are we doing something? Huh?
Yeah?
Damn, what's
You guys are
up?
rappers or what?
Yeah.
Dog, you're good.
You're good. Hell yeah.
You're good. Everything running pretty good, though. Here's right? We say. I got you. Shoot it.
So,
Nah. We didn't just see the infant Lokes get marked out like that. The Mexican port. Where you from? I'm from ATF Crib, Compton, eh. And then Mexican said, man, F Compton. And said, that's how you feel? That's how you feel? Huh? If the Mexican was a brother, they would have been tripping. They would have been tripping. And then what really blew me was the Mexican said, man, A-gang, F Compton, A-gang. And he said, I'm A-gang too. Now you changing your gang. Now you A-gang. You not ATF Crib no more. Now you A-gang. Now you part of a Mexican hood now too. And afterwards, he had the nerves to still pop it, to still throw up the set, as if we ain't just see him get marked out. Both of them got marked out, right? But at least the other one, once he got marked out, he was done. But the other one was still popping it.
Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for coming.
For surely. I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate you for having me. No
Who
cap.
was I here with today?
BZ2JG from the 16 Management Union. You already know, man.
Master Bully for legendary, yeah.
I'm not just gonna make the Mexican gang members look like they are just like superhuman. Those kids were like 18, 19 years old. Those were grown men. So I'm not gonna make it sound like they just so superhuman and so tough. Like they're not Brock Lesnar or nothing. But we still gotta sit back and gaze in awe that the infantiny Lokes who be stepping, who be doing harm and victimizing other black folks, fold it, turn it down. We ain't see none of faux legendary when the Mexicans pulled up, though. Now, civilians, this ain't our fight, okay? This is not our fight, all right? We get along, okay? Civilian Mexicans and blacks, we get along. The gang members are the ones who don't get along. So we gotta spectate and give commentary and point out the hypocrisy. Now, listen, a lot of y'all feel bad because, they're young gang members. Man, listen, man, young gang member, old gang members is a gang member. We don't discriminate. We don't care, all right? It's F them all, okay? Young, old, infant, we don't care, all right? All right, we're not giving you any passes because you're young. No, all right? No. Now, I'm going to say this, okay? They're young enough to where we could probably have compassion for them and say, hey, man, this is not the way. Right, you guys are young, y'all are handsome, you're charismatic, you have your life ahead of you, you could do anything you want to be. Why would you choose to be a gang member? That's the most embarrassing thing you could ever call yourself as a young black man in America. That's the most embarrassing thing you could ever call yourself. Why do it? I have a confession. The reason why I don't feel too much sympathy for these kids is because deep down inside, when I see an altercation between a black gang member and a Mexican gang member, I'm secretly rooting for the people who are least likely to victimize me and people who look like me. I'm rooting against the people who are very likely to victimize me and people who look like me, who are very likely to murder somebody who look like me and somebody in my family. I'm rooting against the people who make it difficult for, my cousins and nieces and nephews to play at the park. I'm rooting against the people who make it impossible for my grandmama to go to the store at night by herself. All right. And PSA to all black non-affiliates and civilians out there. Okay, when you're deciding who to root for between black gang members and Mexican gang members, I think you should root for the outcome that brings you the least stress. You should root for the outcome, all right, that brings you the least depression, that brings you the least obstacles. Root for the outcome that eliminates the most obstacles in your life, okay? And I feel like we all know what that outcome is, right? We all know who to root for. I'm not gonna say it out loud, but we know who to root for, all right? If you don't want to hear kicking, cacking, being boo, if you don't want to come home from a long day at work and see hooligans outside your crib, smoking Black and Mild, smelling funky, outside all day, blah, baby. If you don't want to hear that kicking, cacking, being booed nonsense, bro, you know who to root for. Now, a lot of people is already quick to rush to the internet and claim that this is an anomaly, that the Mexican gang members only pull up and did this because they were children. But I've seen an interview recently where a reputable, real gangbanging legend in LA County called Snoopy Badass, where he said, yo, I grew up in LA County my entire life. And when it comes to LA County, black gang members are terrified of Mexican gang members.
Like, them don't want to go to war with them SAs, bro. Don't want to go over. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I be thinking most blacks is scared of they scared of him. Because like the SAs, like let me give you a scenario, right? The SAs can, okay, a black hood can have been in LA for years, decades, right? Soon as an SA buy a few houses on the block in their hood, guess what? Now that's their hood. Y'all gotta share the hood with the Hispanics. And the blacks don't go to war with them or nothing. I didn't see blacks not even go to war with them, right? Feel me? And when they do go to war, they always be friends with them first, right? But let a black family move on the block and say, man, we started our own crew right here. This our hood too. They're going to be trying to mark them out, shoot them out, punk them, do every most blacks be cowards, bro. Black gangbangers.
That doesn't even make any sense.
That's what would happen. Most black gangbangers are cowards. That's why they're gangbangers. That's why they're gangbangers and they marks. What you say?
So you would treat your own people differently than you would treat anybody else.
Boy, blacks are scared of everybody but their own people, bruh.
That's wild,
They
man.
scared of
That's
everybody
wild.
but their own. They not gonna do nothing. Man, any one of these hoods, a Hispanic could set up shop in their hood right there and then all them black gangbangers gonna work their way around them, bro. That's what I be trying to tell them, bro. The streets is dead. Ain't no street code. All this shit is an illusion, bro. Feel what I'm saying? Gangbangers are cowards, bro. If you a threat and they know they can't get away with, they gonna leave you alone, bro. Why you think gangbangers are scared of the police? Because why you think they're scared of the police? Because they know they not ready to fight them or shoot it. They not ready for that, bro. They scary, bro. For me, it's that slave mentality that's embedded in our DNA, bro.
He said it, not me. You got a problem, you got to take it up with Snoopy Badass. All right, so the excuse of, man, Flocka, you not no gang bait. Well, hey, Snoopy Badass said it. He a gang member, so what's the excuse now? Now, civilians, black civilians, Mexican civilians, let's not involve ourselves with this nonsense. We get along, all right? It's black and brown unity among us. If gang members want to infight, let them infight, bro. We have nothing to do with this, all right? We actually have brains. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, all right? What are y'all thoughts on the situation, okay? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, all right, then click on this video right here to find out how, these new Snoop Dogg's allegations are horrifying. Click on this video right here to find out what the allegations are. I'm going to see you guys in this video. And if you're still watching my videos and you want to support, please send a hype to this video. You get 3 hypes a week. You can hype a video 3 times. So please, please, please use your hypes on me. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna see you guys in the Snoop Dogg video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.